Hey guys, it's Hans Hobbies, and today I'm outside with my lunchbox, as you can see, and I'm just hanging out in my driveway, just driving my lunchbox and just chilling. I'm actually taking a break right now from building a whole bunch of kits and doing a lot of work on some of my models, like RC models, and decided I should enjoy this nice weather with my trusty old lunchbox. And it's also pretty entertaining for people to watch it drive around anyway, so a lot of people love the lunchbox. And I have a few stories to share with you guys, and just kind of hang out with you guys just while I drive my lunchbox. But yeah, I've actually been building a lot of kits. I've actually spent quite a lot of money so far on a lot of kits because actually I finished college and I managed to find myself after many months of searching, in this pandemic economy. I managed to land a salary engineering position, like a full-time position. So I guess I'm a salary man now. I'm a full-time engineering person now, which is pretty interesting to think about. But yeah, this job, when I did my interview, they let me know that it's gonna be a really busy job. I'm probably not gonna have a lot of time off, like even on weekends, or and I'm gonna have to work late and stuff. And I actually don't know what it's gonna be like yet because I haven't started my new job yet. But I'm starting it at the end of this week or beginning of next week, I guess. And before that time, I wanted to get it out of my system and just enjoy the weather and build a lot of kits that I've been meaning to build but just haven't got around to. So that's why recently I bought my CC02. I kind of talk about this story in the unboxing video for that. So I bought my CC02. I haven't built that one yet actually, because I've been working on some other kits. Like I have a FF03 kit that I've been working on. I'm just about done with that. I got the body painted up. It's not quite perfect, but what body I there's no body that I paint that's ever perfect, so it's whatever, I guess. But it's good enough, and I just need to put the decals on it, and that build should be done, and I'm really excited to get that finished. I recently also impulse bought, when I was over in Illinois, a Charisma Scale Adventures SCA-1E, and I've been doing some work on that, like detailing it up and kind of building it up to how I would like to see it, and also preparing it for my review that I'm planning on doing for that. Sorry, my neighbor is playing with their crotch rocket, but yeah, so I've been working on that. And then what else did I build? I feel like I've been working on a lot of RCs, but I can't remember all of a sudden what I was working on. Okay, I remember now. I did my MF03X, no, MF03, MF01X Rally Beetle build. That was a lot of fun to do, and turned out pretty well actually for the most part. I did goof it a little bit, but for the most part it turned out alright. And yeah, I also did my CC01 beater junk beetle build, so that was a lot of fun. Oops. But yeah, I did that build. What else did I build? I technically finished my Sand Scorcher around that time, so I guess that counts. But yeah, speaking of kits, it's actually ironic and kind of dumb of me, I guess. When I bought my Charisma SCA, I'm just gonna call it my Range Rover because that's what it is. When I bought my Charisma Range Rover, I had earlier that day, I had actually gone with my friends to a different Hobbytown, USA, and I had seen a CW01, Tamiya CW01 Mitsubishi Montero wheelie, which is a pretty rare kit to find, and it was a pretty decent price also. But I was like hemming and hawing about it because I was like, I wasn't really planning on spending a lot of money that day, and I was like, I don't know, I'll think about it and all that. And then I ended up not buying it. I was originally planning on maybe going back for it, but I ended up not buying it because I didn't really want to pay the 250 something bucks for it when I already had like four CW ones already. Because I have this lunchbox, I have a Midnight Pumpkin, I have and then I have two other lunchboxes as well. So I didn't really see a point of buying another CW01 for that much money. So I was like, I don't know. But then later that day, I ended up going to a different Hobbytown, USA, and this one had like a full like crawler course setup, which was really cool. And then sitting on the shelf there was like a crawler I've actually never seen before. I didn't even know that it existed until I saw it there. Was the Charisma SCA 1E Range Rover that was just sitting there and just looked fantastic. The Subaru Brat version was there too, but that one didn't really pique my interest. But yeah, the Range Rover really, I really liked the look of the Range Rover, and the crawler course was right there. The truck was ready to run, like fully ready to run, like had the battery, had even the batteries for the transmitter, so if I bought it, I could try it out on the crawler course right away. And all of that combined, I ended up spending probably like $360 on that thing with tax. So I ended up spending like $100 more than I would have spent if I had bought that Tamiya kit. So there is that. Though granted, the CW01 would have required a servo, which would have been another like $25. It would have required another receiver, which would have been another like $25, so another $50 there. So that's already like $300 for the CW01 Montero. And then obviously it needs bearings because those don't come with bearings, so that's another $10. And the cost would have honestly probably would have been about the same at the end of the day. So I'm pretty happy so far with my Range Rover. I really like the way it looks. Arguably, you can make the same argument about the Range Rover. It's like I already have so many like scale crawlers. Why do I need another one? But I don't know. I just really like the look of it. And even with all the rest of my CW01s, I mostly just drive my lunchbox anyway. This main one. And then the other ones just basically sit around or act as parts trees for this guy, because I do bash it around pretty hard. So I don't know. Maybe if I get another chance, I'll pick up a CW01 Montero. The Montero is a pretty cool looking kit, and I would have definitely enjoyed building it and working on it, because I've built so many of these lunchbox CW01s so far. I can literally build them without the instruction manual. Like it's a little bit absurd. But yeah, the Montero would have been pretty cool to have, but at the moment, like I mentioned, with the new job I have, if I end up actually staying there and enjoying it, and saving up enough money to move out, I will have to move out of my parents' house and get my own place. And I kind of want to like save getting more like collector stuff until I have my own place, because it's gonna be kind of a pain to move all that stuff. And also I don't want them to get damaged while I move. So probably was for the best. Because honestly, if I had the Montero, I probably wouldn't have driven it much anyway. It probably would have been just like sitting in a display case for the most of the time. Yeah, I know I say no shelf queens. So I would probably definitely drive it and get some couple scratches on it, but I wouldn't drive it as hard as this guy right here. But yeah, I really love the CW01 chassis. I'm really happy that Tamiya still makes it, and I hope they never discontinue it. I'm actually also pretty keen on getting the what is it called? XSA edition, the expert semi-assembled version, because essentially that one is the XB like ready to run lunchbox, except without the electronics like the servo and without a servo and a receiver included. I'm actually pretty keen on getting that because out of all the lunchboxes I've had, I've never actually had a box art one, and the lunchbox just looks fantastic in that yellow box art. But if I was gonna have a yellow one, I really wanted the RTR yellow molded body instead of having to paint it myself yellow. So I'm actually pretty keen on getting that at some point. That kit is also like 250 bucks pre-assembled, so it would have cost about the same as the Montero. And you know, the world could use more lunch boxes. More people need to drive lunch boxes, honestly. Like, I really wish that I could make like a lunchbox race class or something, or just like a lunchbox bashing day or something like that with my friends. But the lunchbox is a fun vehicle, but probably not something that they would be interested in owning. So I could probably set up some of my lunchboxes and lend it out to them to do that. Maybe that's something I'll do at some point, but at the moment I only have 2 running lunchboxes because this one recently broke, so I had to fix it and I steal some parts from some of the other cars. And yeah, I've been busy working on a lot of other stuff, like I mentioned. I don't know, there's just something about a lunchbox that really brings me joy. Someone could give me a free X-Max or something, like Traxxas X-Max or something crazy, I don't know, like a Creighton or something like that, and I'd probably end up selling it to buy more lunchboxes and other Tamiya kits. But yeah, I don't want to keep you guys here for too long, because otherwise I'll ramble on until your ears bleed. So I'm gonna keep enjoying my lunchbox. I hope you guys enjoy your day, and as always, if you guys want to see more videos from me, you can always check out my channel, subscribe, comment down below, all that good YouTube shenanigans, and I will see you guys next time.